Here to show us some love, to wish our guests a great trip back home. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with all of you guys. Just a couple of things before I get started announcing people. First and foremost, do we have any 20-year vets in the audience? Anyone who has been here, stand up over there. Anyone else who is a 20-year vet, please stand up. I see hands on the side. Everyone, give them a round of applause. Thank you guys, a lot. Now, I try to relate to you guys as much as I can. I know sometimes I'm a little mobile, always going from one problem to the next. But I cosplay to be one of you as Gendo every year so that you always know who to look for if you have a problem. I'm always happy to take a picture, answer a question, solve an issue. Don't be afraid to come up and say hi to Gendo. On the anime, I'm an evil bastard, but here I'm just a bastard. Other than that, to relate things back to you guys, I got to meet my hero. I got to meet Gendo this year. Any of you who were awake enough this morning and watched Fox News got to see Kit and Bobby and me on Fox in the morning. Did anyone see it? Don't worry, it'll be on YouTube. I would love to stand up here and make the con just continue onward and onward, but I am a small, small cog in a giant machine, and I kind of have the honor and privilege of announcing some of the larger cogs that make this con work. Before we get to our staffing people, I'd like to give a rounding roar of applause to all of our guests up front. Let's hear it. It is with all of their love and hard work, and especially patience, that this con is as big and awesome as it is. So, without further ado, I want to kind of pass Mike off. If you have your program book, go ahead and pull it out. We're going to be going in the order of the program book. Excellent. So, Taka, are you back there? Awesome. Come on up. Everyone give a round of applause for Taka, who's been coming out for years doing translations for us.
All right. So how many of you guys went to the concert last night? I'd like to welcome back onto the stage, Maine.
Hi, I'm Maine. Thank you for coming, and thank you for inviting me this special anniversary year. I had a great time at the show. It was my first time to here in Chicago, and I had a big memory with you guys. Thank you. I can't speak English very well, but many audience always told me precious thing. The music and any song, game culture, cosplay can unite the world. So people in Chicago gave me a lot of power. Thank you for your support.
All right, so they couldn't make it here to closing ceremonies tonight, but they had a fabulous concert last night as well. So please give it up for Gachodik Spin. Next we have, and I know how popular he was, I saw the autograph lines, and I hope a lot of you guys got to meet him. Please give it up for Toru Furuya. We also had a great concert today in the Rosemont Ballroom. So please give a round of applause for New World from Final Fantasy. Next up we have here with us, composer from Final Fantasy 13 and his band Imerua. Please welcome them to the stage. Please give it up for Masashi Hamazu and singer Mina.
Thank you so much. We had a stage on Friday night. How many guys came to our show? Did you enjoy? We had a good time and we really had a good time and I'm very happy to be here after 5 years because last time I couldn't come here because I had a ill and I just had an operation 2 days before the concert, so I couldn't make it. So tonight, this time, finally I could here after 5 years and very happy and we enjoyed so much. Thank you.
5年前に一度来たんですけど、今回はその時よりさらにいい演奏ができて、お客さんの反応がとても良くて、本当に感動いたしました、ありがとうございました。
I was here 5 years ago, and I'm glad that we were able to give a much greater performance this year, and had a great reaction from the audience, and thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you very much for all the staff of the Anime Central working very hard for us and for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So next up, you all know him as an Anime Central guest veteran. Please welcome to the stage, Nabeshin.
Thank you, Anime Central. 鍋市にとても楽しい思いをまた今年も過ごさせていただきました。楽しい時を過ごさせていただきました。大丈夫？大丈夫？本当だったら俺通訳してる間に考える。
Thank you, Anime Central. Nabeshin had a great time.
鍋市のこのアニメセントラル何度か招待してもらったんですけども、もう毎回そのたんびにどんどん楽しいコンベンションになっていくんで、また来年も呼んでもらえると嬉しいです。
Every time Nabeshin comes to Anime Central, it gets to be a more and more fun convention, so I very much look forward to coming to an even more fun convention next time.
多分もう毎年呼んでもらってしっかりアニメセントラルのマスコットキャラクターになるくらい鍋し嬉しいです。
Nabeshin's hope is to be so regular at Anime Central to become to replace the mascot of
はい、ありがとうございました。アニメセントラル最高。
Thank you. Anime Central is the greatest.
Was that awesome? So next up, they're not here with us tonight, but they had a great fashion show, and I'm sure that you guys that went got to see a lot of their great fashion. So please give a great round of applause for Gok. Now we do have with us here tonight another great, excellent fashion designer that got to show off their style. So please give a round of applause and welcome to the stage, Putumayo.
Hi, I'm Putumayo designer Shunsuke Hasegawa. Just a second. I wanna take selfie. Perfect. This is my first time to visit Chicago. Actually, in the first time, I was a little bit nervous, but I really had a blast. Thank you for all of the
Hi, I'm Putumayo model 桜子。ファッションショーとっても楽しかったです。今回は、アニメセントラルで初めてシカゴに来られて、とっても楽しかったです。I love anime, I love ロリータファッション。
I had a great time at our fashion show. Anime Central was my first opportunity here to come to Chicago. I love anime. I love Lolita fashion. Now, I'd say that our next guest doesn't really need an introduction, but that's about 90% of everyone on our guest list this year. So I have to be very careful. The next guest is not only a wonderful human being who has been involved with the industry since there was an industry, but she's also someone who's kind to myself, kind to all of you, even kind to my mom and my little sister. Please, give a really warm round of applause. Helen, come on up. Helen.
Checks in the post, Gendo. Hey, I had a great weekend. I've really enjoyed being here with all you guys. I think, oh, I'm not in enough spotlight already. Is that better? That fit? I had a fabulous time. Thank you so much for making me so welcome to this beautiful city. Thank you for encouraging the creation of Chicago deep dish pizza, which is quite astonishing. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Gendo. Thank you to all the staff of the convention who've looked after all us guests and looked after us so well. I'm flying home to London tomorrow, but I'm leaving a little piece of my heart here in Chicago, and I hope you'll invite me back to pick it up. Bye.
Our next guest is not just a voice actor for anime, but for video games and director. We have a lot of rounded out individuals, but not so many that have come over and over and over since the early years of Acen. It is an honor to welcome back up to the stage, Crispin Freeman, come on up.
It is an absolute pleasure to be back here at Anime Central. I'm originally from Chicago. It's always wonderful to come back to my hometown. And Anime Central was my first anime convention ever 18 years ago, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. I do remember you sitting in your chair being Gendo during cosplay all those 18 years ago. So it's wonderful to have it come full circle. It's an honor to be here for the 20th anniversary, and I look forward to many, many more thanks to all of you, and especially the wonderful staff who make all this work so wonderful. So thank you again.
Our program book describes our next guest as, anime's Brad Pitt or Kevin Bacon. But, ladies and gentlemen, for the second highest honor I'll have today, and you'll get to hear the first highest honor later, it is my extraordinarily high honor to welcome John Swayze, the voice of Gendo Akari. Please come on out.
Thank you. First of all, just a correction. Will you get in the beep ship? No, guys, I gotta tell you, first of all, it's a bit of a misquote. I am not the Brad Pitt of anime. Crispin is the Brad Pitt of anime. My wife dubbed me the Kevin Bacon of anime. So anyway, no, it's what a joy to be here, and among such amazing guests that are here. This is my first time to Anime Central. Hopefully it will not be my last. I had such a great time. I've never felt more at home with 30,000 people than I have this weekend. So give yourselves a big round of applause. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for each and every one of you. Know that. Know that. Own it. Own it. Also, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to the staff, Debbie, Bobby, my liaison, David, was fantastic, and just got me where I needed to be, made sure I didn't get arrested, which I'm forever grateful. But I just had such a great time. I don't have enough time to talk about it because I could go on all night long. Unfortunately, I've got to leave in a little bit, but I wish I could stay. But hopefully I will be back. And when I am, let's all get together and have a big party. What do you say? Thank you.
A lot of our guests have a long time in the industry to build up a repertoire of hundreds and hundreds of voices, hundreds of video games. So you can imagine having between 2008 and now be a bit of a stretch. But Alexis Tipton gets it done. Come on up. Alexis, are you with us?
Not quite awake yet. Yeah, I could tell. Thank you guys so much. This weekend was amazing. This isn't my first time at Anime Central, but it is one of my favorite conventions. You guys are all so amazing. Thank you so much for being just so enthusiastic, so kind, so polite, just so wonderful. I've enjoyed seeing every single one of you, some new faces, some familiar. It's just been great. This is a wonderful convention. Thank you so much for letting me celebrate the 20th anniversary with you. And thank you so much to the wonderful staff and all you guys, the attendees, everybody. It was an awesome weekend. Thank you so much.
Though I'm pretty good on stage, I can't really draw a stick figure. Art is something that is alien to me, and people who create it always garner my highest respects. Putting yourself out there as a voice actor is one thing, but also illustrating, directing, and just putting your heart into your work is something that I've always respected. Mika? I always mess this up. It is a tradition for me to mess your name up. We're just gonna go with that from now on. Give it up.
Okay, so if Crispin is the Brad Pitt of anime and John Swayze is the Kevin Bacon, I think I should be the Keanu Reeves. Or at least the Nicolas Cage, one of those. Something like that. Thank you guys so much for having me. For the 20th anniversary, you guys are almost legal. That's weird. Man, I'm gonna screw up so fast. Anyway, but yeah, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are some of the most supportive fans that I've met. Doing panels with you guys is just like hanging out with friends. So thank you for making me feel welcome and for just enjoying the con with me. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
The next person in the program book, I knew by his large body of work, but one of the things I'm sort of embarrassed to put out here is when I was a young man, every single day, it was Go Go Power Rangers time. I was one of those kids who was in the age bracket where meeting Mr. Tony Oliver is an honor because how many people saw the Power Ranger cosplayers this year? We had quite a few. How many actually watched the show? Please, give it up doubly so. Mr. Tony Oliver, come on up.
Thank you. Is this a great con or what? I mean, this is the second time I've been here, and when I was here last time, this was just a couple of years ago, I was stunned at how great, how welcome I was, how the vibe here, the people, the fans, the staff was really something. And when I got invited to come this year for 20th anniversary, I was thrilled, and I was hoping that it was going to be as good or the same, and it was better. So thank you all. You guys are wonderful people. The staff, you guys treat us so well. You put on a great convention, and I can't wait to come back. Thank you so much for coming to our panels, for watching, and on behalf of all voice actors, for being fans, because you let us do what we love to do, and hopefully we entertain you and you enjoy it too. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again in a couple of years. Thanks.
Now, for those of you who are at opening ceremonies, we know we kind of clumped some stuff together. So we did not get a chance to announce everyone. Though Tony did a great job at opening ceremonies of covering for us. Bang Zoom, are you here? Yeah, come on up, it's your time. Bang Zoom Entertainment is an audience. I hit the button, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, whenever you're talking about audio people, it never fails, right? Microphones go down. So we were just told like a couple minutes ago that, hey, you guys should be at closing ceremonies, so get over there. No idea, but it's great to be here. This is our first time ever at Anime Central, and thank you. It's been a real thrill for us. Just everybody was so welcoming. We're really touched being here and being a part of this convention. Thank you so much for having us. This is Mami Okada.
This is, first time being at Acen, but we are just overwhelmed with the energy and love and support. And we got to meet so many great talent, and thank you for coming out to our booth. Hopefully we can come back. You know?
And I'll just say this, without any of the negative connotations that this may go along with, but I think I should be known as kind of like the Woody Allen of anime. Okay, I don't know why, some people do say that. Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Now, I've announced voice actors, directors, artists, but close to my heart, the thing I went to college for and the thing I studied and trained in is actually stagecraft, theatrics. In case you can't tell, I would give probably my right leg to be on stage as often as possible to make sure you guys have as good a show as possible. So I understand how hard it is to be on stage, to act in front of people live. and to also write things for stage that people will see live. Give it up for Emily Nivens, who does all of this and voice act and more.
Acen is by far my favorite convention of them all, and this is my second time to be here. I'm so grateful to the staff, to my amazing liaison Taylor, who has been wonderful, and to every single one of you. I am so honored and so grateful to have been able to see as many of your faces as I got to see. Thank you to everyone who came out to my Mad Libs panel, and to everyone who came out for Cards Against Humanity. And I want to say a very special thank you to anyone who drew me a piece of art. I want you guys to know how much that means to me, that you took the time to sit down and create something to give to me. So, sorry, I'm getting emotional. I love you guys, and I'm really grateful, and I hope I get a chance to come back to Acen again. So thank you so much.
We have a lot of family here, and that means that sometimes names fall through the cracks. We did not get a chance to announce this person during opening ceremonies, even though she's been, like, at every event I've been to, plus translating. Leslie Wilkerson, are you here? Lisa, I'm sorry I messed it up again! This is why we have other people say names for me. Put the dyslexic guy on stage reading.
That's all right, even Siri can't pronounce my name, so I'm used to it. Siri calls it Lyle. I first found out about when I was in the Uber, and I heard Siri say, "Dropping off Lyle now." And I was like, Lyle? Oh, yeah, me, sorry. Anyway, I have had such a wonderful time at Acen. I was kind of a last minute guest because I was actually here interpreting for a very, very different industry. It was insurance related, it was simultaneous interpreting. Needless to say, hanging out with you guys was so much more easier for me. But I had a really wonderful time. This year, I got to MC and kind of help out with the music artists, which for me is really dear to my heart because I'm a radio girl. I started out when I was 18 in radio, so to be able to work with people like that in the same industry that I've grown up being in was really wonderful. And then to work with the other voice actors, some of my incredible fellow talent, was so much fun. Did you guys enjoy the panels this year? I thought there was so much good content. What do you think? Yeah? Are you guys asleep or something? Come on, give a big round of applause. These guys worked really hard. Thank you, and you've done a great job as well. Thank you so much. And Acen, like I said at the opening ceremonies, you guys have a family feel, but you're such a big con and you offer so much. And I can only hope that you will continue to grow and continue to blossom 20 years on down the line. So congratulations to your anniversary, and I hope to see you guys again soon. I had a fabulous time. Thank you to everyone who came up to me and appreciated what I did for the interpreting and moderating and stuff, and I hope to see you again soon. Arigatou gozaimasu.
All right, the next one's easy. I'm just gonna say one word, and then I need all of you to shout the next word as loud as you can. Ready? Yeah. Samurai! Yeah! Easy peasy.
So we had Brad Pitt, we had Kevin Bacon, we had Keanu Reeves. I give you the kaiju of anime.
Great, I'm Godzilla. The really terrible thing, we love Acen Acen, all the talk about what a big con it is and everything, and it's still family. You realize I came from my hometown had 546 people in it. There's more people in this room now. I grew up in a town of 500 people and I still didn't know anybody. And I wasn't treated nicely. We come here and there's 30,000 people and everybody's friendly. Except for the people assigned to take care of me during the convention. And obviously my wife. Godzilla! My son grew up calling her Godzilla. So this is vengeance. Emily, you have to be careful when you're on stage at Acen because other conventions are listening. 4 years ago, I came running up here and said, "You guys are my favorite con ever!" And a convention in Kansas fired me. Because their con chair was sitting right there where you are. Yeah, thanks a lot, Sean. Now you have to hire her back just to make up for the con she's going to miss. You better talk before I put my other foot in my mouth.
I know this is kind of a fun game to watch. That's why you guys come to our events. We know it's to see how flexible Dan is.
Wait, that's a different thing. You guys come to see Cards Against Humanity.
Come to hit each other with sticks. And get free candy at Ninja Olympics.
You guys are amazing. We look forward to this event every year. And I don't know, it's probably this way for staff. It feels like the next Acen's a long ways off, it's a long ways off, and then the week of Acen, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut, because it's now, and we're not ready. And you don't sleep at all during the convention, and then Sunday comes and it can't be over already.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you're all here, you don't want to go home. And you're all being quiet because this is the sad part. And as soon as we're done talking, then it is time to go. This is the only time for flexibility. Replaced as a mascot. Just step up, at least you're not going to be parked in cars anymore.
For those of you that don't know, he was sneaky and trying to
These
valet
are
cars.
Acen stories. Say goodbye to the nice people. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Our next artist, and I use that term as literally as I can, every single one of you, I'm sure, has seen his art. As you enter and exit the dealer's hall, you got to watch it come alive. Every year for the past couple of years, I have seen art blossom from black and white sketches to full wall panel-sized anime cell quality art. Please, Eric, our chalk artist, are you here? Wait. He's finishing his art for you all. Please make sure you go all the way out, check him out, wave, say we were at closing ceremonies and they said you did a great job. Because he does, every year, a great job for all of you. Give him a round of applause here. All right, I was very politely told that the musical guests and some of our specialty guests are a bit beyond my linguistic capabilities. Do you want to come up and help me read some names today? I'm tired of butchering and insulting our very, very lovely guests of honor. Thank you.
So, who went to the dance Friday night? To Hardcore Synergy. First off, let's give a huge round of applause to Attack the Music for organizing that fabulous party. Now, the DJs aren't here with us tonight, but I'm going to go down the list and let's give them as much a round of applause as if they were here tonight so they can hear you guys. So first off, you guys know him very well from Penny and Stocking, Me, 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 and many countless words. Give it up for Teddy Lloyd for a fabulous set. Next up we have, of course, from half of the famous J-pop duo M-Flow. We have Taku Takahashi. So let's give it up for DJ Wild Party. Now, all of the videos that you guys saw on Friday night, he was working all night on that stage, doing all of the video composition. So let's give it up for Murata Yuji. Next up, we have an awesome DJ, and his style, he's known as the high-tech ninja. So let's give it up for Lapix. How many of you guys play Beat Mania or Konami games?
Konami!
You guys probably know this name very well. Let's give it up for C-Show. And we had a very unique and great opportunity performance to see this Friday night. She was singing live and doing her own mixing. Let's give it up for Yuishi. Sorry, Yushie. And last, one of the big names from the Beat Mania series. Let's give it up for Korsuke. We also have a great duo that performed yesterday night at the party. Who went to the party last night? Let's give it up for DJ Heavy Grinder. So let's give it up for DJ Amaya. I don't think they can hear you wherever they are right now. Now we do have a few artists that weren't listed in the program guide, but they were excellent talents that came out to share some time with us. So first up, we have the character designer. You probably know him very well from Death Note and even Naruto. And he was taking lots of commissions this weekend. So let's give it up for Mamoru Yokata. Also, another artist, and they both had a table in the Artist Alley. If you guys got a chance to go see them, let's give it up for Hippo. And last but not least, let's give it up to the Dojin artist. And he's working on a new game right now. If you guys got a chance to see him, let's give it up for Lunatic Joker, Tsukigami Luna. Thank you guys.
All right. In line of messing up people's titles and names, for a very, very long time, I referred to them as the Japanese consulate people, because I don't read so well. It's not something I'm proud of, but they've been very, very patient with me every year so I could learn to pronounce the Japanese Cultural Center is here. Please give a round of applause for some of the coolest and most educated people that bring us our class.
Thank you, Gendo. Yes, my name is Caleb Fair, and I'm from the Japanese Culture Center here in Chicago. Who went to the Taiko concert? Yeah, I was so glad that we were able to bring them, especially for our 20th anniversary here at Acen. Our main goal is to bring authentic Japanese art and through the martial arts and through the cultural arts. So we had all the martial arts demonstrations, Aikido, Iaido, Japanese swordsmanship. We even had our Shodo instructor at our booth. Next year, if possible, maybe something like tea ceremony, Ikebana flower arrangement. So if you have any interest in that, definitely let people know and maybe we can bring it out. So thank you for having us, and we'll continue to have next time next year, okay?
Don't let the suit fool you. He's every much as one of us and a big as nerd as any of us. All right. I'm not sure if we announced the DJs, but just because I'm getting told that we are kind of rambling onward, please, for all of our musical guests, for all of our DJs, and for all of the people who bring the beat to the con, give it up once for all of them. All right, now I gotta bring up some other people. They don't do a whole lot. Bob, Bab, unless you'd prefer Mr. Ingle. I like Decoy. Give it up for your con chair, Decoy.
I'll try to keep this as short and sweet as possible, not unlike Samurai Dan, who keeps it nice and talks all, just keeps going. Hi, Dan. Again, you know, everybody said it, the guests, DJs, or artists, everybody's already said it, but as the convention chairman of Anime Essential, I gotta say a huge, huge, huge thank you to all of our fans, and as far as I'm concerned, my family, so thank you guys for everything you've done for the last 20 years for us. Thank you. This year I got to do a couple extra things I normally don't do. Do a lot of behind the scenes work, like Andrew said, real busy. But anybody see Darkwing Duck running around anytime this weekend? Yeah, it was fun. I hadn't cosplayed in such a long time. It was awesome. Again, you know, Gendo's been thanking people. I need to thank Gendo for everything he's done for us as well. Hopefully next time put a hat on so I can I gotta thank Kit, because, I mean, you've done a great job for this past 20 years, but it sounds like I got a replacement for you now. Unless you can grow a big old afro. I think we should do it, right? A big thank you to the gentleman sitting down over here, Steve Kurzek, who all of our programming has been helped and stuff through him, so thank you, Steve. I know the lights are kind of in my eyes, but somebody that's my brother, who's been here with me, helped me out for many years, and my vice chairman, Chris. I know you're back there. Stand up, Chris. My vice chairman. Thank you, Chris. It is a small bit of levity for me, as this is my last year's convention chairman for Anime Central. Thank you. It's I'm for clams, hold on. Okay. Again, I've been at this for 15 years, not as con chair, but many different positions within the convention. It's my last year as convention chairman. You know, doing this with you. Maybe next year I might be one of you. I may be taking his place. Maybe I'll wear the afro and take your place. Who knows? But that means someone's got to take over for me. So, that being said,
at the very beginning, I told you I had 2 honors. My first one being having met a man who literally saved my life, Gendo. And if you think it was hard to place that down on second place, I'm sure you'll understand why. It is my supreme 20-year worth honor to invite up to the stage your next con chair and my mom. Debbie Landman.
There's not many people on this planet that would entrust this honor to, and this pleasure. Debbie, congratulations. You earned it.
That's my mom! I think one of the things everybody should know is, God, 60
My son said, I'm gonna go up by Arlington Park to that hotel there. There's something going on and friends from high school are going. And I'm like, you're not going to some hotel. You're like 15, 14 years old. And I said, I will go, I will drop you off, I will be here at 5 p.m. to pick you up. I get a phone call. I have a hotel room with some other gophers. I'm like, what's a gopher? And from that, went to Gopher of the Year, and he elevated up through main programming. And 17 years later, I'm still the proudest mom in the world because I could walk in to any anime store in Chicago and look at anime and go, oh, do you like anime? And guys like, oh yeah, we go to this convention, there's this great guy who runs around the stage, his name is Gendo. Have you ever been to that convention? And I sit back and I smile, yes, I know of Anime Central. Everybody knows of Anime Central. So I thank my son for getting us into this because I got to see what it was all about because after he started working, he then brought in his sister, Rachel, and she has followed in his place. My husband has worked this year for the first and one and only time, and it is a true family affair with us. But the point of this story is, it's not only my family by birth, but it's by friendship, by friendship, by friendship, and with all of you. I have never had a feeling of walking into 30,000 people and feeling like I was at home. Nowhere in the world is that as evident as it is here. And for that, when I was asked if I would do this, there wasn't even a hesitation because I've been here for 10 years in one fashion or another, and all I want to do is make it bigger and better and more friendly and more family orientated. So from my heart, from Bobby's heart, I say thank you.
Again, something you love to do. The hardest thing for me is to do is to eventually have to say the words done, but not just yet. Because how many people are we going to see next year, May 18th to 20th? All right, what, not you? Raise your hand. It's May 18th to 20th, 2018. Anime Central turns 21. Oh. That's why I'm turning it over her now. Give it to mom. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Anime Central, thank you. Anime Central is now closed.